Hello, Object Show friendos. Hope you're all doing well. Taking care of yourselves. Feeling awesome. Or as awesome as you could possibly feel. And if you're not feeling too awesome, I hope you feel more awesome soon. Mikey Bly again, back with another Object Show Roundup episode. My sentence went a bit wonky there, but I just rolled with it. And yes, here we are again. Got some more episodes of things to talk about. Got some more general updates to go over. But before we do any of that fun stuff, let's go over some Mikey news, which is kind of what I'll start calling the intro section. Don't know if I'm going to stick with that or not. That's just what came out of my mouth at this particular moment in time. And yes, my hair is changed again. It's got green in it now. It's kind of hard to tell under this light for some reason, but it's green. There's green in it. It stands out more when I haven't got a light shining on me, you know? But anyway, yes, I have green hair because you may have seen me post the other day about my 2 cosplay, which I will be wearing when we go to New York for the BFDI II tour. So that's why it's green. I would have got more green done in it, but maybe next time I'll go all green. No, that might be too much. Anywho, I just thought I'd get that part out of the way first because it's clear and obvious and it's right in front of you and you can't really miss it. Another thing I wanted to bring up is it's something I kind of hinted at a while ago and I've never actually followed up talking about it. I am helping out as a judge in an Object Show short making tournament that is being hosted by Eternal right now, who's another Object Show yapper, by the way, gets tagged in all of my videos and is a pretty decently all-round awesome person, and this tournament's been a very fun time. I've been having a lot of fun judging it. There are several videos up right now. There are videos of the actual shorts being made and videos of the judges reacting to the shorts. So head over to Eternal's channel if you want to check out what's happened in that tournament so far. It's still ongoing. It hasn't wrapped up yet. I may be judging more stuff. I may not be. It just depends. It's kind of like whoever's available to judge at any particular time basically judges stuff. And I did dive in quite a lot at the beginning, and I'll kind of like step back a little bit and says, it would be nice if you could get a whole mix of other judges who haven't had the chance yet. So it's a maybe I'll be judging more, maybe I won't. But if you want to check out what there is so far, definitely check out Eternal's channel. It's been pretty cool, and there's been some pretty fun stuff on display. A little other personal update. I think I mentioned this before too. I am starting 3 weeks of vacation. Actually, it will have started by the time this video is actually available to watch. And I am planning on... Well, I don't want my entire vacation to be Object Show stuff. I know, bonkers, isn't it? What else should I be doing with my life than watching Object Shows? But I do want to put my feet up and do a couple of other things aside from Object Show stuff, but I am going to try my best to catch up on some more of the Object Shows in my recommended list. I want to get started on another Object Show Spotlight episode. I already kind of have an idea in mind for which show that's going to be. And also, Object Show interviews will be making a return soon. I don't want to put a specific time frame on that. I'm not going to say there's going to be a video in July. There might be. Definitely August, if not July. Let's just say that much. But yes, things have kind of picked back up again there. So there will be another interview coming at some point. And I did say I didn't want to commit and try and say there's definitely going to be one every month, right? Because then I don't want to put the additional kind of pressure on myself to always have to be doing that when I've got so many other things going on. But it is nice to have another one geared up, and at least in the beginning stages, right? There's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to doing an interview and setting an interview up. As I've said a few times, I've been fortunate so far. People have always reached out to me, and I think I want to keep it kind of that way. 1, because I don't like bugging people. 2, I just think it's really neat that people want to talk to me. So if someone reaches out and says, hey, I've got this show, if I happen to have talked about this show already, and they're like, oh, geez, I love watching you talk about it. Do you want to can we do an interview? That's generally how it's kind of worked so far. And I kind of like that vibe. And then if there's a little time frame where nobody reaches out, then nobody reaches out, right? And I'm not going to push or stress about it. It's just a nice little bonus thing I get to do now and again. But I want to let you know that there is another one upcoming. Potentially 2, actually. But we shall see how that all shakes out. Definitely 1, anyway. And again, another reminder that, we'll be going to New York for the BFDI II, which I already mentioned when I was talking about dressing up as 2 and everything. So that's going to be a fun old time. Already making a few potential plans to meet up with some people, which is also very fun. We'll see. Again, that all depends on the day and how busy it is and what other people are doing. It would be nice to meet a few people if I get the chance to. But if not, then I won't. It's just one of those things. It would be cool if we can. Not the end of the world if I don't. Alright, and that's everything for the little Mikey update stuff. So we will get straight into a new episode of something now. And yes, Inanimate Insanity Season 1 remasters came back, didn't they? Yes, they sure did. And episode 12 of Season 1 did come out. And it's still called Crappy Anniversary. We were talking about this, and I was curious because they kind of rocked back on the swearing and some of the potty humor that was in the original version of Season 1. But Crappy Anniversary is still called Crappy Anniversary. Which, you know what, that's pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. That's totally fine. So we are going to dive in and talk about that, and we'll do like some comparison between the original episode 12 and the remastered episode 12. If you haven't watched the original or the remaster, or just haven't watched the remaster, or whatever, I will do my usual thing and say, spoiler warning, because we will be diving into all of that stuff and talking about, well, basically everything that happens in this episode, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can hop along to the next chapter for now, but maybe pop back later, which is what I always say. I don't know if I need to keep saying it, but I probably will keep saying it anyway. But we're going to do this. You ready? Okay, so let's remind ourselves what happened in the original Crappy Anniversary.
So, in honor of our 1-year anniversary, I'm going to make everything just like it was in episode 1.
But wasn't it at sub-amateur level?
That's the beauty of it.
What the heck? Why is my tongue on the top of my mouth?
This is hideous. Bo and Apple are gone. This place looks like a giant crayon drawing.
Greetings and salutations!
What the heck? Didn't the MeToons update change your voice like a year ago? This doesn't make any sense.
None of this makes any sense. This is stupid. This is embarrassing.
This is Inanimate Insanity!
Ah yes, Me Phone 4 turned the clock back and redid the first challenge, along with the same old school animation style and everything there. Classic shenanigans. You'll love to see it. So, question is, how are they going to do this in the remaster?
So why did you gather us all here?
Yeah, MePhone, all this gathering feels very unlike you.
I just wanted to take a moment to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. That's right, exactly 1 year ago today, we had our very first challenge. And I was thinking, what would be the perfect way to pay tribute to episode 1? Anyone? Does anyone know?
Oh, you haven't figured it out?
No, and frankly, I'm starting to get a little stressed.
Why not just make everything like the first episode?
See, I was going to do that, but everything already is like the first episode, right? Nothing or no one has grown or changed in any way I'd consider significant. Truly a perfect show.
I guess if you could do it all again, you wouldn't change a thing.
That's it. I know what to do.
Wait, what? No, wait, hang on. This wasn't in the script. Was it? There are references to the original episode, but now MePhone doesn't know what to do for the anniversary since nothing has changed. As in, the animation style is still as smooth as it was before, and, you know, even as MePhone says.
Truly a perfect show.
So what does this mean? Well, we do start off in the original elimination area, just like we do in the original episode, but Oja raises quite a valid point.
This place was hardly even in episode 1.
Oh shoot, everyone up, into the grass. Don't come back, don't even look at it.
I looked at it!
Okay, yeah. MePhone really trying to make this as original can be, Also, quick shout out to the super cute marshmallow and bow moment there, by the way. Oh, I love it. MePhone then announces he has cake as a prize for being safe, but Pickle asks if it's a lemon cake, and reminds everyone that lemons were part of the challenge in episode 2. Okay, looks like no cake for anyone either then. Nice job, Pickle. Now, Paper won immunity last time, so he is automatically safe. And then MePhone lets us know that based on the votes, Marshmallow and OJ are safe as well. In the original episode, by the way, Fiery makes a cameo at this point, grabbing OJ's safety cake out of thin air. Well, no, thin air, out of the air. The sneaky little sneak. And hey, you know, Fiery pops up in the remaster too.
Hey, I heard you wanted to do something special for the anniversary episode.
Excuse me, can't you see I'm in the middle of an elimination?
Actually, no. You're not even in a specially themed area or anything.
I'll have you know that the lack of theming is a loving tribute.
Well, anyway, I just thought this might be a cool opportunity to do something exciting. I also have this competition show I compete on and stuff. Maybe we could do a crossover.
Wow, partner up with a show that none of us has ever heard of before? Nice try. No one wants to see that.
You're probably right. We only got 870 votes on our finale. We're really struggling.
Oh, only 870? I remember when we had such small numbers. Ha! Actually, how about you hang tight while I finish this up?
You got it.
Lots of fun back and forth between II and BFDI in general here. But, of course, once MePhone hears about BFDI getting more votes in their finale than II has in any episodes so far, he's suddenly super keen on partnering up. You just hang back and keep the scenery warm, Fiery. We'll be back with you later. MePhone then, slightly embellishes the votes to make II look like the more popular show. Yep. More than 250,000 votes for Bo and 100,000 more than that for Taco. Yep, definitely. Very solid and very real numbers. For sure, for sure. Let's take a super quick trip back to the original episode here at this point, because since MePhone has warped everyone back to the first episode, that means Bo is unavailable during the original voting. Yes. And then right back to the remaster. Are we keeping up? And Pickle receives 41 million votes. Yep. Which really makes him think deeply about life and stuff. Can someone please tell him this isn't actually real? Now, at this point in the original, yes, back to the original again, we're down to Bomb and Apple. But again, because of MePhone warping us back to the past...
Bomb and Apple, you two got the most votes. Apple sure looks scared. Fine, I'll change back the filming.
Back to the remaster again now, where Apple has a little bit more to say than she did in the original.
Wow, well, whichever one of us leaves, I just have to congratulate you, MePhone. This show has grown so much over the course of 1 year, even just in one episode. Just think, last elimination there were only 364 votes. Only 364? I think I may have to rethink this collaboration.
Wait, little flame guy, come back. Oh, Apple, did you have to pick today to suddenly become astute?
Yes, whatever that means.
I really hope you get out for that. Let's reveal the votes. No! Apple the crossover killer is safe, which means Bomb is eliminated.
This isn't fair. I only got 103 votes. Pickle got 41 million.
No, Bomb. You know it's not fair? Betraying your closest ally by killing them in a desert so you can take all the glory for yourself.
I agree that's not fair, but I don't see why you're bringing it up. Oh yeah, that's right. I did do that.
So, Bomb is out, and for good reason, of course. Paper also comments that maybe Bomb got launched a little too high. But MePhone says it's, you know, that's a 2 episodes from now problem. I'm not going to give anything away, but let's just say that he's right about that. And hey, let's not forget the saddest news of all. Looks like the crossover is off. Because I didn't quite reach the same mammoth heights as BFDI did. No crossover, no tour. How tragic. Maybe one day it'll happen, in an alternate timeline. And now it's challenge time. And with MePhone wanting to replicate things to celebrate the anniversary of the show. In the original, everyone has to jump off the crappy cliff again and into some water again. But this time, they have to do a little fancy dive as well. And the best dive wins you immunity, as long as you land in the water as well. So, same deal in the remastered episode as always, right?
Anyway, the challenge is, I don't know, cliff jumping or whatever.
You okay, me phone?
No, that fireman completely embarrassed me. I feel like my show isn't enough, and that it's never been enough from the very beginning.
That's a little rude. I think we've been really entertaining.
Speak for not yourself. You've been bringing this show down ever since you arrived.
Now, I'm pretty sure the low point of the series was the second you first appeared on screen.
Stop arguing. It's our anniversary.
Jeez, honey, it's not like we're married.
Oh, I just wish I could start over.
Wait, what if you could? Marshmallow, you could just loan me phone your time machine.
Afraid not. After Apple destroyed my Walmart card, all of my purchases became null and void.
Ha! Good times.
Why not just, buy another one?
Hey, you know what? For once, Bo, I am buying what you're selling. For this challenge, you'll all go to Walmart. Whoever's able to get me a time machine wins. And I'm introducing a new thing with the merge. Now, if someone wins a challenge, they get a tool to help them in the next one. Paper. Since you won the last challenge, you get a waterproof bag that you can put yourself in.
How is that going to help me get a time machine?
I mean, this was designed for when the challenge was just going to be cliff jumping again. Beggars can't be choosers.
I didn't beg!
Then you can be a chooser. That's 2 gifts from me now. Now, set, ready, go!
Okay, I think we need to throw out the script for this one, everyone. The remaster has gone rogue. Well, I mean, mostly. Paper still gets the same waterproof bag that he got in the original, since it was meant for the cliff diving challenge, so that's a similarity at least. But in the remaster, we get to finally see Walmart for real. Wow. Spectacularly unspectacular. And inside isn't much better, with leaky ceilings and an unhelpful looking wall. Well, whatever. All you need to do is find a time machine and get out of there. Shouldn't be too hard. OJ is more focused on those drips, though.
I cannot be diluted again.
OJ, I feel like I could have done a better job preventing that from happening last time.
I mean, you threw me directly into the water, so...
So I've decided to give my waterproof bag to you!
Paper, would you really do that for me?
Of course! You're my ally! I want what's best for you!
Wow! Thanks, Paper! I clearly misjudged you. I'm not sure what made you snap, but I'll try to be more understanding.
Aww. Well, I have said a few times during our II remaster chats that I did wonder if they would develop OJ and Paper's relationship more than they did originally, and it seems like, again, that's what they're doing here. Also, this discussion overall lends more credence to OJ wanting to help Paper out and figure out the whole evil Paper stuff, whereas in the original season 1, that was just kind of a thing where you could tell OJ was a bit concerned about evil Paper, but this time they're kind of nudging it in a bit more, going, yeah, look, OJ is really paying attention to this, and going, I wonder what's causing that. Outside, Pickle has a crisis of confidence about the 41 million people that voted for him, but Taco has no time for that, and drags him towards the store. Marshmallow, Bo, and Apple are also in there. So let's check if this Walmart has any time machines in stock.
Welcome to Walmart. I'm the Wall. How can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for a time machine.
A time machine? We had a lot more in stock earlier this week. Couldn't you just come back then? Oh wait, you can't, because you don't have
a time machine, yeah. Can we speed this up?
Wait, I remember you. Didn't you abruptly cancel your membership?
I assure you that was out of my control.
Yeah, and so is this.
Ha! Serves her right.
And you. Didn't you destroy a Walmart membership card with your bare hands?
Well, what are you gonna do about it? You don't even work here. You're not a wall.
Actually, I'm upper management.
Ooh. Well, looks like Apple is out of this challenge. and Marshmallow looks to be in trouble as well. OJ then handily comes across a time machine remote just sitting amongst oh, come on, it's on the tip of my tongue. What are they called again?
Someone left one in the appliances section.
Oh, so that's what an appliance is.
That's the word. Happy to know that Bo finally knows what they are as well. So it turns out that this time machine remote is a new and improved model with alternate reality mode built in. Alternate reality mode. Well, let's just put that big old potential plot point in a separate pile for now, while we watch Taco revealing more of her true nature.
Given his rate of change in velocity with respect to time, and the distance he is traveling, ignoring air resistance due to insignificance in the context of my firing speed, I have calculated the precise angle to hit him with a lemon. He did it!
Hey, you think you could just hit me with a lemon and get away with it?
Get him, Pickle! Get him!
Hey, did you just attack my friend with a projectile?
I clearly didn't.
Oh, okay. Hey, look! It's Mr. Blaze of Glory!
Oh, why, hello. Careful around here. There's a
What are you shopping for?
I don't know. Just something to fill the void. I battled for this really cool prize, but in the end, I didn't even get it.
Oh, that's a shame. What was your prize?
Oh, how to put it? Well, it was this idiotic island.
Idiotic island?
Okay, that phrasing was a bit dismissive, but there's been a lot of conflict wrapped around it lately, and it's kind of made me question.
You're getting extinguished, fire!
What?
Wait a minute.
Should've watched your hand.
Hey! No fair! What's wrong with you?
You'll have to ask 41 million people. But for now, there's only one person whose opinion I care about, and that's me phones.
Wow, great job, Pickle.
And it comes with alternate reality mode, so you could, like, keep this timeline and start up another one, like a new save file.
Thank you for explaining it in terms anyone could understand. Video games. Pickle, you win immunity.
Sneaky Pickle being sneaky and snatching that remote away when OJ was distracted by more evil paper shenanigans. I like this though. Leaning in again to the whole OJ helping Paper figure out why he keeps snapping the way he does, while also finding a way to have Pickle win this challenge so that we still match up with the original, which Pickle also won. And of course, let's not forget that it was Taco's deviousness that kicked all of that off, so we can have a little bit of her evil villain voice like we did in the original episode.
Given my parabolic path in free fall under gravity's influence and ignoring air resistance due to insignificance in the context of my diving speed, perhaps I have a 3 out of 36 chance of actually making it into the water.
So yes, they're maintaining some elements, even though it's a completely different challenge. There are still little bits and pieces here and there that do still match up. Right, back to the remaster again. And me phone reveals that he did a Walmart mobile order and bought himself a quality changer. Right. Putting aside the fact that he could have just ordered the time machine remote at the same time as doing that, just what the heck is he planning here?
Now I can use the time machine to go back to the start of the show, and then the quality changer to improve everything.
Coolness, let's go!
All right, off I go to bigger and better things. Goodbye forever.
What did he say?
All right, here we go. You don't get a second chance at a first impression.
Actually, I do. You'll thank me later. I mean, I'll thank me later. You get it.
I really don't?
Ta-da! Oh!
What have you done? Is this supposed to be an improvement?
Yes. What happened? I did exactly what the instructions said. I assume. I didn't read them. Oh, I'm supposed to turn the knob clockwise to make the quality improve. Simple mistake. I'll turn it clockwise now. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is the last thing you want to hear when your entire world changes for the worse. What happened?
It seems the quality has become so low that this prop is just a fixed asset and is no longer functional. How silly.
Future me phone, how could you let this happen? You ruined my life forever!
Sorry. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just keep fiddling with this quality changer little by little. I believe in you. Phew, good thing I still have my reality intact. Save files for the win.
Okay, you got this, me phone. You don't want to come off weak after everything you did to get here. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. There are worse places to be, like the comments section. Sell it, sell it! Ugh, this voice doesn't fit the environment anymore.
Greetings and salutations! I am your host, MePhone4, and this is Inanimate Insanity!
So we have this entire remaster of the first season, where we've been, sometimes, here and there, given little sneaky winks at the fact this might actually all be a MePhone ploy to improve upon his own first season. And then in this episode, we have MePhone trying to do that exact very thing and messing it up badly. Just to go back to his save file reality. Nicely played, AnimationEpic. Nicely played. We're not done the fun little plot lines yet, though.
Hey everybody, I'm back.
What happened? Did you alter the past?
Well, I was back in the past, ready to change everything. But then I realized, you know what? Paper was right all along. I don't care what some little flame war troll has to say about everything we've done here. This is our past, our memories, our lives together, and I wouldn't change a thing.
You messed something up and had to come back here, didn't you?
Yep.
It makes you wonder how many other botched realities MePhone might have left behind, just scattered around. And then factor in the potential AUs based on Test Tube's time machine meddling in Season 2 as well. Infinite timelines. We're getting all multiversal around here. Ooh, and wait! We still have time for more foreshadowing.
Anyway, the viewers won't be voting this month. We're doing things like the first episode, no voting. So at the start of the next episode, you'll all be voting.
That's not how we did it in the second episode.
You weren't even there.
But I was there in spirit. Ooh.
Well, hopefully you won't be there when episode 13 premieres on May 1st, 2012. Oh, it's you again. What do you want?
I kind of feel bad about how things ended between us.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure your show is very good for what it is.
Bye, Fiery. Don't intrude again.
Yeah, that line about Bo being there in spirit was a fun one. Okay, and MePhone called Fiery. What a way to wrap up a pretty spectacularly wild episode, all things considered. There's so much going on there, and considering all of the other remaster episodes so far have been nearly beat-for-beat remakes, with some, slight wording changes, some slight joke changes, some slightly different interactions between characters, and the improved animation. And voice acting as well, of course. But this one was a completely different experience altogether. It was a completely different episode. Very interesting. Maybe this could lead to more large changes in the future remaster episodes. Or maybe they just didn't want to do the cliff dive challenge again. Either way, this definitely got us all talking, that's for sure. So, mission accomplished, whatever the plan was, or is, or may be. I am excited to see what does happen in episode 13. It'd be so funny if it's just episode 13, we go right back to the beat-for-beat remakes. It's like, gotcha! Longest running April Fool's joke ever. Alright, well, we did briefly mention this in the last episode when we were talking about Malaysian Object Show Week. It's Battle for Keropok Lekor by Aura, or Aura0408. And again, here's the thing. I said the same thing when we talked about Battle for Rafflesia. I did my best to pick up pronunciations. I'm sorry. I try. If I get anything wrong, I'm so sorry. I will always keep trying to improve upon pronunciations of things. But for now, just know I am going to try my very best with this one. But yes, this show is made by the daughter of Pancake Animate, who makes Battle for Rafflesia. And I did say last time that we might dive into it, and we will, but it's not super duper long. So let's whiz through this, shall we? Not in a bad way. We whiz through it because it's not a super long episode. Anyway, standard object show competition beginning. Go!
Jom main permainan. Saya benci. Macam best. Permainan ni boleh membuatkan saya tak bosan macam masa. Saya boleh terbang.
Perfect. Love it. We have Kotak Wintermelon as our host. Kotak refers to the carton the juice is in, by the way. I always learn something new watching object shows, and I'm always here for learning something new. And then we're immediately greeted by Kunchi Aki, who is clearly a menace. Sorry, buddy, it's just clear and obvious. I can just tell by your demeanor that you're a menace. But as if those two weren't already fun enough, we have the Yappa Mineral Water and Goofball Umbrella, determined to make sure we all know they can fly. We're off to a great start here already. These sillies are all so fun. The prize is, as the title suggests, a serving of Keropok Lekor, a fish-based snack that can be deep-fried or steamed, because I always look this stuff up. It's well worth looking into. I think they look pretty good. I'm not a massive fish guy, other than, and he's me being stereotypical, other than fish and chips. But hey, these look pretty good. And if you deep fry something, you've already got me on board most of the time, to be honest. But I'd try both. I'd try the deep fried and the steamed. I do think we might need more than 3 contestants, though. So who else is down to play?
Aku pun nak keropok lekor. Aku garang. Saya pandai. Tapi apa game dia?
Alright, so that's Parang, Tool Knife, Chanka, and Pandan. Chanka's a clove, Pandan's just a type of plant, except just a leaf from the type of plant. Chanka's going to be another troublemaker. I can just kind of fit. There's something about small characters. Small characters always end up being the kooky off the wall ones. And Pandan, well, I'm sensing one brain cell character here. I just have a vibe about that one too. And then we have Twiggies, which are essentially Twinkies. But I haven't had Twinkies or Twiggies. I've got no comparison to make here. Maybe one day I will try one or the other or both. Anyway, they're asking the important questions. Like, what do they have to do to win?
Korang kerja ada bunga Rafflesia. Dua orang peserta yang last akan disingkirkan. Mula.
Oh, hey look, it's a cameo of the prize from Battle for Rafflesia. I wonder why they might have possibly appeared. Might have already mentioned why that might be the case. So Rafflesia goes off to hide behind a tree, which is a top quality hiding spot, we all know it. It gets found by Parang and Chanka pretty quickly. So those two are safe. But after that, the challenge, it doesn't take much longer to finish, honestly.
Aku jumpa. Aku jauh dan aku jumpa. Aku selamatlah maksudnya. Oh, aku berjumpa. Mana aku selamat? Tahniah kepada yang dapat cari bunga Rafflesia. Nampaknya kunci dan air menira tak sempat cari bunga Rafflesia. Diorang akan disingkirkan.
Oh, that leaves Key and Mineral Water up for elimination. Dang it. I like both of them, even though we barely got to really see them. Look at them both on this UFE screen, though. They both have so much potential, and I'm going to be sad whoever goes out. Mineral Water's my pick to stay in, though. But I was too late to this episode to vote, so I just have to hope that everyone else agrees with me. And I've got to say this was really very fun. Very Battle for Grandma vibes, and the intro actually does mention Sakri as an inspiration, so that actually does track. And it's really well done. For a solo project as well, by the way. Aura did all of this on her own, so really well done. Awesome stuff. I'm going to be checking out the next episode in the future for sure. And I know I did throw a couple of the English names of the characters out there, which I also apologize for. I called Mineral Water, Umbrella. I called Kunchi the Key a couple of times. So, like, I apologize. I hop around quite a bit, depending on what. Basically, just the subtitles led me a lot of the way here. So, but I am always up for trying to learn other things. It's just my brain ain't so great at keeping that stuff in. But I did really enjoy it, and I am looking forward to seeing episode 2 for sure. All right, Dan posted a fantastic link to the Ante website, by the way, which has information on all of the characters. It gives you little bios about them, the pronouns, the relationships. It's awesome. I love seeing stuff like this, and I know I do gush about this quite a lot, and I always do actually say, and I do mean this when I say it. I mention these things when they pop up because I appreciate them existing, but it's not something I expect everybody to be able to do or have the time to do. I just like to call it out in a good way when I do see it, you know, and it's not like me saying, look at this is awesome, why is nobody else doing this? That's not why I ever do this. I just do it to bring attention to when it does get done. So Dan, thank you, this is great. It's a really handy resource as well to get to know all the characters a little bit better, and it's a good little thing for me to dive into and have a look at while we wait for part 2 of the first episode to come out. So yay for that. It's awesome stuff. Just thought I'd mention it. I'll pop a link to that in the description as well, so if you didn't happen to pick up on it when it appeared and you want to know more about the Ante characters, direct link in the description for you. And for everybody wondering where Animatic Battle 4B is, well, JammedJacket gave us a little bit of an update. AB4B, God, that rolls off the tongue though. I love that. AB4B. It's currently been worked on. Not having too much fun with it though, personally, so that kind of adds on to the reason as to why it's taking forever. This is where AB4B is. The question has been answered. Currently being animated, progress is just slow, so sorry about that. Again, I don't feel like people should ever feel like they have to apologize for things not coming out like immediately and for things taking a while if you haven't got the motivation to do it. I've been there, I totally understand it, I get it. I know people are sitting waiting for things and there's the anticipation and stuff. It's just I don't like it when people get too pushy about things, you know. So as much as I do appreciate the update from you there, JammedJacket, you just do what you can when you can. And whenever AB4B comes out is whenever AB4B comes out. And I don't care if I sound like a broken record when I always say these things. I'm going to keep reiterating them because I could have said this 10 times before about different people and different shows. But nobody might have heard me say it the first 10 times. So I'm going to keep saying it. Reiteration, reiteration, reiteration. It's my belief, my firm belief, that people should work on things whenever they can. And when things come out is when they come out. And there shouldn't be all of this kind of like pitchforks demanding stuff. I just don't like that. All right, and we have a Jack and Jellyfy update. Because of course we do. There's always something going on with them. And it's the time of year now where they're doing loads of things, right? They're at VidCon. The tour starts soon. There's so many things going on with them. So, hey, guess what? Get ready to make your own season come alive in Battle for Dream Island, the card game. This brand new game will be sold during the BFDI Inanimate Insanity tour and online shortly afterwards. And we got a couple of little sneaky little peeks. Look at this. That's going to be interesting to see how this works. I could see those cards that says challenges, right? Those cards say challenges on them. So that's going to be really fun to see how this works. There's a die, so you get to roll the dice. I can see, of course, some classic BFDI characters in there. Okay. We'll see. I mean, they're selling them at the tour, and last year when we were there, we bought everything that the merch table had. So I guess we'll have the card game in our hands in a couple of weeks, and I will probably be giving you a little quick rundown of it at some point. Maybe we'll play the card game. Maybe I'll do a video playing the card game. How would that work? Nope, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. I just want to say that the card game is a thing that exists. So that'll be up for grabs pretty soon. Nifty. Also, not veering away from Jack and Jellyfy quite yet. We did mention in the last episode that the new episode of Teapot is meant to be coming out fairly soon. I'm just waiting to see when that actually happens, because whenever it does happen, it could affect some of the things I'm doing, is all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to keep that one close to my chest for now, but keep your eye out, because Teapot, new episode, pretty soon. Could be by the time this episode comes out. Potentially is, actually, by the time this episode's out, because I still don't know when this episode's getting uploaded yet. Alright, over to another new show now. And I've got to thank Jay for this one. Jay brought this one to my attention because Jay did quite a lot of the writing on this episode, or did some writing for this episode. I don't know how much. Some amount of writing was done by Jay on this show, and it's Battle for Hypixel. from Maksio Games. Yes, it's a Minecraft object show. Now, I'll say this straight off the bat. I am not a huge Minecraft gal, to be honest. I have played it. I've spent lots of time playing it. But what I generally do is I will build myself the biggest, ugliest cobblestone house next to a mountain, and then I will just mine the mountain down from the top. Then I'll level the ground out, and then I'll dig just down from there. I just like to dig a hole. That's all I generally like to do in Minecraft. I don't do any of the plot stuff, any of that. I just dig. I just like to dig. Which, I guess, is there any right way to play Minecraft? I generally suck at all of the ins and outs of crafting, but I do like to dig. So, just thought I'd get that straight out there because I don't really know much about the deep lore of Minecraft, I guess. But I don't know if I need to enjoy this show, because I definitely enjoyed the first episode of it, which we're going to talk about. So I guess I better say, spoiler warning, we are going to be talking about this first episode and what happens and the character interactions and everything like that. So if you had Battle for Hypixel on your list and you haven't gotten around to it yet, you could probably just skip to the next chapter of this video. But if you're good to go and you don't mind me listening to me waffle about it, let's get into this. We're going to talk about episode 1A, which is called It's Actually 5 Now. So, as is always the way with first episodes, we gotta meet the cast. Starting with these two.
So, I grabbed him by the stem, stared deep into his eyes, and whacked him in the face.
Staring into his eyes? Almost sounds romantic.
What? No! It was to further embellish how powerful I am. I kicked him like 10 blocks.
There's Golden Apple, or Gapple, to make things easier for us, and Apple there. And seems as though Gapple was enjoying beating someone up. Maybe enjoying it too much? And Apple questions why Gapple resorts to violence all the time. And the answer is simple. Violence is the best form of self-defense. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. If you're violent first, the other person doesn't have time to be violent to you. Apple tries to change Gapple's viewpoint, though, saying that there are other ways to defend yourself. And Gapple, agrees. And then says he's off to learn karate. Before the karate lessons can get started, though, the pair of them head over to a villager to buy some seeds to repair the garden that Gapple trashed whilst fighting. What a menace.
5 pumpkin seeds, please.
Who plants pumpkins in February?
There's only 4 different types of seeds.
It's actually 5 now.
Fine then. You're buying the seeds. I'm going to find someone else to talk to. Try not to beat up anyone this time. Hey, Redstone Lamp, my man. Actually, you're more than my man. You're my broski chachomingo. Yeah. Spelled B-R-O...
Why are you acting like this?
I don't know. I've never talked to you before. What are you doing?
You're asking what I'm doing at a market.
Yes, I'm asking what you're doing at the market where people predominantly purchase items.
Awkward meeting is awkward. Apple really knows how to make a first impression, huh? After asking what redstone lamp is he to buy, finally realizing that, it's a marketplace, you don't need to really ask what someone's doing here, they reveal that they're here to buy materials to build a satellite, to attract advanced species to their world, to teach them cool things, and generally be, better. Sounds like a reach, but Redstone Lamp seems pretty set on the idea. Before they can get any deeper into that conversation, though, Apple is causing trouble again. So, I suppose Apple better go and sort that out. It's okay, though. Redstone Lamp has other things to get on with.
Okay, just need a few more ingots.
Do you need a copper ingot?
Are you offering to sacrifice your body in the name of science?
Maybe? What is it for?
A satellite. It could change our lives forever. It could bring us cures to diseases, peace within the village, more than just 4 seeds to grow.
It's actually 5 now.
Aw, copper ingot, hi. I'm starting to see why this episode is called It's Actually 5 now. Mikey does love a running joke. After that, it's time to meet a bunch more goobers. I mean, characters. Don't tell them I called them goobers.
I cannot believe this is the most interesting thing going on right now. You said it, Brick. Look at us, staring down the drain of oblivion, the only light to pierce the darkness being the biceps of these two strange characters. How do they even have muscles? What are in these flimsy black bars we have for limbs? Why do we have mouths? How do we eat? Where does it go? What are we? You're right, Brick. You're so right.
Trapdoor, please stop having an existential crisis. We all think that about object show characters all the time. Best not to think too hard about it. Brick doesn't seem to care. Anyway, what the heck were those other two up to? You know, Netherite Axe and Dragon's Breath.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna say anything? Should I just leave? Yes or no?
Ugh, go away. Hey, you just broke the dude rule 24. The dude that speaks first and deflects off is herefore the dude who is the lesser dude of the two dudes. Ugh, they're so hard to remember, and so long. You've got a lot to learn in doodlyhood.
Oh, they were just dudes being guys. Guys being dudes. Got it. Believe me, The Big Book of Doodlyhood is a hefty read, and, not entirely worth it, in my opinion. The two dudes then chase away Copper Ingot and Trapdoor. Dudes being jerks. Before we cut to... Could it be?
I am Steve. Now, you try saying it.
I am Iceblock!
No, less exciting, more gravitas. You want to really make every word sound epic. Here, let's try it together.
I am Enchanted Book. Have you seen Netherite Ingot anywhere?
Scampering about like tardigrades on a log.
What's a tardigrade?
I don't know. Something I just made up.
Well, I haven't seen her anywhere around here. What about you, Iceblock?
No.
Well, we have elite intel that Diamond Sword came to the market today, and we know that when they interact it is like sand and lava.
Will they do nothing?
I thought they created glass.
But don't you put sand in a furnace?
Oh, yes. Sand and furnace. That was a test, and you passed.
Well now, who'd have thought we'd have the honour of getting to hang out with Steve? And it seems like he's trying to teach Iceblock his cool and sophisticated ways. As for Enchanted Book, well, there's our wannabe know-it-all who actually knows very little. Every show needs one of those. I enjoy them, actually. Although I feel like everyone else, especially Crafting Table, doesn't quite feel the same way I do. After more crafting fumbles from EB, it's Enchanted Book, come on, work with me here, and a joke about what vanilla is, they finally get something right.
Water and lava source block.
Obsidian, there we go. You know, hard, mean, purple.
What are you saying about me?
Oh, obsidian. Have you seen Netherite Ingot anywhere?
Netherite? Are you trying to mind me?
No, we just wanted to know if you've seen her.
You know what I do see? My fist in your face.
Oh dear. I suppose he hasn't seen her then.
Obsidian. All you did there was prove Crafting Table right. Ow. I wouldn't want to get punched by Obsidian, that's for sure. We're talking some solid fists right there. Poor Copper Ingot, meanwhile, is feeling a bit down in the dumps after being shunned by the dudes earlier.
No one likes me.
What? Well, I like you.
Really? But you're the meanest person in town. I mean...
I'm turning over to a new leaf, and you're gonna be the perfect person to use to help start my journey.
Wow.
Yes, and I know just who we can make friends with next. Well, if it isn't just Mr. Pointy Bit.
That insult was neither good nor clever. Why,
Oh, I don't trust netherite ingot one tiny bit. Don't be fooled by that face. I mean, I guess that point was actually proved immediately after she immediately got on the wrong side of Diamond Sword. And I suppose we're all in trouble now. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting some breaking news away from the imminent fight. Another new character is on the way.
Guys, big news! Glass Bottle just told me they added a 5th new seed type.
We've had them for almost 3 years now. How come everyone is only just now finding out about this?
Anyways, you guys gotta come to the courtyard. Something interesting is happening. Something interesting is happening.
Oh, Grass Block. I adore you already. They definitely fit the silly character quirk niche nicely. And that is one of my favourite character types. So, what's happening in the courtyard? Oh, right. A fight. Of course, how could I have forgotten already? Netherite Axe and Dragon's Breath also get in on the, fun. Because again, dudes been fellas. Fellas been dudes, and things only continue to get more chaotic from here. I think we need some kind of, I don't know, hero to come and fix this.
Okay, almost finished.
As nice as it is to see your redstone lamp, and as cool as that invention looks, I wasn't talking about you.
That sounds like a fight. Come on, Ice Block. Now's the chance to prove yourself as a leader.
Yes! Leadership! I am Ice Block!
There you go.
Gee, I sure do feel bad for Copper Ingot. Still forcing netherite ingot and diamond sword apart in that dog pile. Too bad I'm too minor of a character to do anything about it.
I can't hold on much longer.
Ahem! I have an announcement!
Oh. Well, I guess Redstone Lamp did end up being the hero. Who'd have thought an announcement about an announcement would get everyone's attention that easily? Also, hi there, Gunpowder. Thanks for the, summary of what's going on in the episode. Anyway, yes, sorry, Redstone Lamp, what is it you have to tell us?
I have with me my newest, greatest invention.
Is an airplane.
Maybe it's an artifact finder.
It's a factory.
A kick puncher.
Nuclear bomb. What?
I'm holding it in my hands! It's not a nuclear bomb! My newest invention is... Ugh! The presentation of it is ruined. Whatever. It's a redstone satellite. Ooh, ah.
Oh my notch. We can mass produce the 5th seed.
What? No, it's a satellite. It sends traceable waves into space. It'll send off a signal into the far reaches of the cosmos, reaching worlds, hopefully, of generosity and kindness. Perhaps one day the people of those other worlds will hear our call, and perhaps come bearing gifts and advanced technology. I shall release the satellite into the sky right now. Now, it may take hundreds, if not thousands of years for anyone to ever hear the message, let alone for them to come. So, let us all take a moment to appreciate the beauty of this moment.
Who dares disrupt our market?
What have you come to our village for?
You heard my signal. You've come to bring gifts, cure diseases, change worlds, bring world peace.
What? No, I want you guys to compete in my competition.
Oh, sweet mother of nuts!
Now that was a quick response. But sadly, Compass here doesn't come bearing cool new technology or the secret of eternal life. Probably. But instead they come bearing a competition. Oh boy. Here we go again. But yeah, this was good fun though. There was lots I liked about this. I feel as well you don't need to be like this big Minecraft super fan to enjoy the show and the characters in general. I mean, yes, there are and will presumably continue to be Minecraft specific jokes, but the characters themselves have really fun personalities and characteristics, and the interactions between them all are really fun. So that's enough for me to keep enjoying the show, even though, like I said, I'm not a huge Minecraft buff in any way. The Minecraft jokes themselves were like, they didn't take over the entire show. I think it was a good balance. A couple of Minecraft jokes, but mostly just he's the characters and he is a little bit of who they are and how they act and stuff. I liked it. Really enjoyed it. Really looking forward to seeing more of this. So yeah, roll on episode 1B, I say. Good job, everyone. Okay, nicoguyy gave us a little update. Something Battle for a Hot Dog related is currently in the works. It's not an episode, nor is it a short. Stay tuned for more info. What could it possibly be? Could it be a comic? Potentially. Are we going to lean into kind of like what Lunchbox Kids does with the little side comics? Could it be an appearance in a game, maybe? Could it be... I don't know. Other than that, my imagination's not exactly running wild today, but I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled. I mean, I always do. I'm probably not going to miss it whenever it comes out, whatever it is. So expect to see it here whenever it does get announced, because that's what I do. And alright, we got some sneak peek images from Battle for Rafflesia episode 2. Funny how Pancake popped up as well after we talked about Aura's show not long ago. But yes, we've got some intrigue coming for sure. We've got hideous injuries. We've got grocery shopping. Quite the contrast. And we've got, I don't know, hanging out, having fun with each other. And murderous rampages. Yeah, just all seems par for the course for a Battle for Rafflesia episode, actually. So, thank you for the teaser images, Pancake. I really can't even imagine what's going to go on in this episode, judging by those 4 images. They're all over the place. In the best possible way. Alright, snailvine gave us some updates as well. Hey, look, we got this. A nice little storyboard teaser for episode 5 and the release date of the 26th of June. Guess what? It's already after the 26th of June, and the video actually did already come out. I took this screenshot before it came out. This was when it was still set to be a premiere video. But anyway, it's out. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. I have already watched it, actually, and we will be discussing it in depth in the next episode of Object Show Roundup. But in the meantime, if you're an LBK fan, I'm assuming you will have already watched it. But if you haven't watched any Lunchbox Kids, I've said this so many times, go and watch them, because they're really good. Watch them in order, though. Don't watch 5 and then the other ones. Start from episode 1. It was a really good episode, though, and I am really looking forward to talking about it. So, chop, go watch. And Grapey dropped another Objective 2 teaser image as well. I wonder where on earth water bottle and french fries are. Hopefully nowhere too crazy. I'd say the facial expressions hinted that they are indeed somewhere a little bit crazy. At least a little bit. Yeah. Alright. Thanks, Grapey. It'll be interesting to see how all these characters play into things when this second episode comes out. And that is it for another episode of Object Show Roundup. Now, the big mystery in my brain right now is whether this episode is going to go up before my planned live stream on the 28th of June or after it. I don't know, because now everything depends on my free time and availability. Because I still need to edit this, and I have other things to do between now and the live stream on Sunday. So I don't know. This might end up being a midweek episode after the live stream. I feel like I'm going to definitely have to chuck a couple of episodes out, because I didn't mention a whole bunch of other stuff because there hasn't been loads of other updates. So I'm probably going to have a few episodes of shows to go over. So I might struggle to do what I wanted to do with summer vacation and watch some stuff that's been recommended to me, because new episodes of other things might just take up the time. But hey, it is what it is, and I can only do what I can do. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Either way, I'm still having the best of times and having absolute loads of fun doing this. So whatever, it is what it is. Thank you everybody for joining me for another episode of OSR. Whether you watched like 5 seconds of the video when Who's This Loser on left, whether you just watched a couple sections or one section you're interested in, or the whole video, I do appreciate any time anybody spends watching any of my videos. You're all awesome and fantastic people. Don't forget to keep the YouTube algorithms happy and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, share the video, drop a comment if you want to talk about some object show stuff, or I guess anything you want, I suppose. And yeah, that's it. I will see you for, how am I going to say this? I will either see you for the live stream tomorrow, and that's if this video happens to go up on the Saturday, or I will see you for whatever the next episode of whatever happens to be that comes out. There, I've covered both potential bases. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Love and appreciate you all. Keep watching object shows, keep discovering new object shows, and keep creating object shows if that's what you do. I will see you all next time around for whatever's happening. Toodaloo!